Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today's a really good day. We have the finished versions, the printed available copies of Shobo vs. Shinry 3, Arato, the legendary Konjui master. This is such a big deal because when I started writing back in 5th grade, I created one character. His name was Shobu Samurai. And I did it because I loved anime and manga. At the time, it was like Beyblade, 6 o'clock in the morning, Dragon Ball Z, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Duel Masters, things like that. And so I had always wanted to write my own story, my own character. And I talked about that. I talked about it in more detail and why I write. But basically, as a kid, I didn't like reading or writing. Like, I almost failed 1st and 2nd grade in elementary because I used to skip the essay parts where, you just have to like 5 sentences or something like that, or read a paragraph. I hated reading and I hated writing. What got me into writing was that I loved anime and manga, and I wanted to write my own character like that, which is where I got Shobu Samurai, Shobu from Duel Masters, and Samurai from Samurai Jack. And what got me into reading was something totally different. It was a book called My Evil Twin. I mean, I did read. I read if you give a mouse a cookie, if you give a pig a pancake, if you give a moose a muffin, Junie B. Jones, stuff like that. But I didn't get actual reading until I found that book in the basement in Kentucky, My Evil Twin by Thomas McKean, which is out of print. You can probably still buy it on Amazon, but it's out of print now. But that got me. That was my first ever chapter book. It took a month to get past page 1, an entire month, because it had no pictures, small words. I was just like, who wants to read books? And then from there, I read Blood and Chocolate, which was a werewolf book. Very good book. The movie, I think the movie's better than the book, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. And I read Beautiful Creatures, when my sister Shan introduced me to. And then Harry Potter, Hunger Games, Divergent, Maze Runner. And now I like to read, period. But yeah, this is my... This is my baby. These are my series. And, Show vs. Shinry was created when I moved to Florida. I met Dylan, who's the creator of Shinry, Xiana and Makanui. I met Justin, who was the creator of Logei. And I met Kivon, who created Sintakai, the Prince of Weapons. And, I combined all our characters into one book called Show vs. Shinry, the Sword of Light. And it was so good. It was way better than Shobu Samurai. It even improved Shobu Samurai. I remember, because the original Shobu Samurai was like 50 pages written, and Show vs. Shinry, the Sword of Light, was like 200 pages. It was crazy. It was like such a huge difference. There was subplots. There was like minor characters that became major characters that had their own past or relations and things like that. And I figured out foreshadowing myself, planting seeds. Well, I figured that out over time, but basically, without them, there'd be no Shobu vs. Shinry, there'd be no Shinry series. There would just be Shobu Samurai, and it probably wouldn't be as good because the original book is not good. I've said that many times. I have the original book, but it was very bad. And even Shobu vs. Shinry got rewritten over and over again because, there were no planned sequels. I just used to write for fun. But then Shobu vs. Shinry 2 came, and then Shobu vs. Shinry 3 was the original ending, which is what we have here. And then we went on to Next Generation, Shobu 2 Samurai, etc., etc., etc. Anyways, just a little short backstory about why I'm so excited about this, because this was the original ending of Shobu vs. Shinry. This was the original ending of the Shinry series. And, from starting and writing at 12 to being 31 now, it's such a huge difference to have written 30 books, over 1 billion words, and it's just to know how unlimited our imaginations are. It doesn't just happen when you're a kid, it can happen as an adult, having this imagination. I'm only good at fiction writing. I cannot write nonfiction. And I have dipped into other genres like fantasy, werewolves, vampires, with the Chronicles of Wayne, and the monster verse that I'm working on, which is my own take on the universal creatures. But we'll talk about that towards October when I release those. We're going to have a dual release of Alucard and Love Be Liberated, because Love Be Liberated is going to be good. It's the conclusion of Love Be Damned, the Chronicles of Wayne series. But I didn't think you guys need to wait a whole year for Alucard, especially when Alucard's finished. Because, oh yeah, if you guys don't know, I finished these books years. Most of these books were finished years ago. I think when I finished the Shinry series, book 24 was in the year 2016 is when I finished that, or 2017. But it's been 6 years since I stopped writing the Shinry series. I've just been editing, getting it prepared, getting final versions, working on the covers. And then Love Be Damned, the Chronicles of Wayne, that finished maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And then I just finished Alucard last year, working on Jebudon this year, then Emotet, then Monster, and I'll be done with writing, period. So I'm thinking by the time I'm 35, I'll have written all the books. They'll be all edited. They'll not all published, because I'm probably going to release like one Shinry series book a year, and then one Chronicles of Wayne Chronicles of Wayne will be done. One monster book a year. So yeah, way into my like 50s, the Shinry series will still be coming out. But I'm just very happy, and I hope you guys are excited to see these final versions with me. I have not seen them myself. They are sealed. They just got here. But yeah, so let's check them out. Kind of nervous. I feel like my heart got butterflies or something. I really hope this cover came out good, because Show vs. Shinry 2 entered the Dread Zone tournament. I did update the cover because I don't want to change it. I like exactly how my ideas came out. That one was purple and green, and I think the colors are good. It's just like maybe the bottom title is not as clear, but the original guy that made it, he never replied to me, so I had Piers remake it, and I think Piers did a great job. I'll have to check those. I think I do have a recent cut. Matter of fact, I'll get that in a second. Okay. I'm stalling because I'm nervous. All right, here we go. Oh, it looks good. This is part 2. Yes. Not bad. Very, very shiny, very bright. I love it. I love it. Let me check the inside of it. Make sure everything looks good. Yep, no bleeding. So that's good. That's awesome. It looks great. Looks great. Okay, that's part 2. So part 1 should look just as good, but, fingers crossed, pray for me. Seriously. All right, here we go. Part 1. Okay, just as, it doesn't have the same bright blue. It's kind of darker shaded, but it still looks good. Yeah, this one's more brighter for some reason, but I still think it looks good. I think it looks great. Part 1, part 2. It probably wouldn't have been that thick as one book, now that I'm looking at it. But I just want to be sure, because it seemed like it was going to be longer than the Zord of Light, or thicker than the Zord of Light. Let's check the part 1 real fast, make sure everything's good. Yeah. And it looks great. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, guys. Part 1, part 2, right here for you. And let's add it all together. So, in chronological order, this is the official Shobu vs. Shinry trilogy. Shobu Samurai is the start of the series, and then this is the Shobu vs. Shinry series. So yeah, they're let me see. I still think, yeah, the Zord of Light, not just about the same. Zord of Light looks thicker. It might actually be, but yeah. And then Enter the Dread Zone. Enter the Dread Zone a little bit thicker too. So this is probably the shortest of the part 1, part 2s. Yeah, guys, it's all out there. Oh, and then as you can see, I'm trying to do like a color thing with the book covers. I'm trying to make like, I think the next one's black, and then after that it's red, and then green, and then what's the country Zord? Brown, white. I think the country Zord's like a brownish color. But yeah, because whenever you have it on your bookshelf, I wanted you to have like a variety of colors, just like to make it all cool instead of like one basic color. But yeah, check it out, guys. Book 1 is, or part 1 is $8.99 and part 2 is $9.99. Now, if you're caught up in the series, obviously, and the Shobu Shinry 3 or Shobu Shinry 3 Arato Legendary Konjui Master is the conclusion. We are in the war. Spoilers from here. Basically, Kokujo is making his move to resurrect the Seven Masters, declare war on the humans, and you have Shinry, and he's also, and you got to remember, Makanui III has joined their side. He's trying to fulfill the Dark Prophecy. Two children, both born of the Makanui and Kriai clan bloodline. One a child of light, one the child of darkness. Their battle will determine the fate of the entire world. The children of light are Halo Makai, Haru Makai, but he's no longer child of light because he lost his Konjui powers, and Shinry Maki. And there's only one child of darkness, and that's Makanui III. So either Halo Makai or Shinry Maki has to kill or fight Makanui III, and Makanui III vice versa, and they will determine the fate of the entire world. There's a lot more things I want to talk about, but obviously I don't want to spoil the whole book before you guys get a chance to read it. But I'm very, very excited. I'm gonna start posting it in the link tree today, and hopefully we'll start getting some sales. But yeah, guys, this is exciting. This is bigger than I ever thought it would get. This is huge for me. Anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys have a great and fantastic day. I'm so happy. I'm so excited.